Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Time's new segment of the week. I'm Sean. So some trouble is brewing with the 8th installment of the Fast and the Furious series. They are having trouble finding a director. James Wan is not going to be returning to the franchise, and they have not signed anybody just yet. Vin Diesel says this is very important to him as well as his producers, so he doesn't want to just sign anybody all willy-nilly. He wants to make sure it's the right person. They're having difficulties with this. They want to bring another trilogy to the series before they call it quits. So I think that this is very important. It is very important. The series is at an all-time high right now with bringing in people to sit in the seats and you know, get that money. But they gotta continue with good directors. They can't just grab somebody off the streets and put him in there and expect him to put out a quality product. So if they want to bring another trilogy to the screens, they have to get good directors. And that means they gotta take their time. With all that being said, you know, take your time, find a good director that, you know, can share your vision. I mean Vin Diesel and his producers. I really hope that they can find somebody really good that can fit this project. Mark Millar recently had an interview with IGN, and in this interview he said quite a few things that were very interesting. First off, he talked about Old Man Logan. He originally wrote the Old Man Logan comic book, so he was talking about the Old Man Logan idea of a movie, and he says it can happen. It can happen without all the characters in the film because some of them might be under different, you know, Sony or Marvel studios. They might not have the rights to all of them. He says this could still work because the way that the story is written, it just depends on where the story takes Logan. I like this. I like this idea. I think he is working with Wolverine #3 as a producer. So I think it's good to have the guy behind it all, you know, helping you out on your film. I'm really happy that he has an open mind to his project and doesn't have to keep the movie exactly how he wrote it. I like that. Also, another movie that he had a hand in, I think he wrote this series as well in the comics, is Kingsman: The Secret Service. That film is working on a second one, a sequel coming out. But in the first one, spoiler alert, Colin Firth dies. He gets shot in the head. And what I liked about Colin Firth dying is that they kept the movie no nonsense. The people in there, some of them die. Some of them, you know, get shot in the head and they don't get regenerated. Now, if they're going to be bringing him back for the second one, it would kind of go against everything that happened in the first one, which I don't exactly like because it was a theme in the first film. You know, the fact that, hey, this isn't that kind of movie, bruv. You know, I like that. I like that. I hope they stick with it. So as much as I liked Colin Firth and how I thought he did a great job in the film, I really hope they don't bring him back. If they do bring him back, I don't see it being that he comes back to life. It'll probably be more of a flashback type of role. Some more comic book news. Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice has been rated PG-13. Okay, cool. Awesome, great news. Now this last bit of news is probably really big news to fans of the original film Enchanted. I have never seen the film, starring Amy Adams and what's his name? McDreamy, I think they call him, whatever, from Grey's Anatomy. The original Enchanted did really well. It was well received. A lot of people are fans of this film. Well, there is talk about Disney following up Enchanted with the sequel called Dis-Enchanted. This one is interesting. The idea of it is interesting because there is a crowd, a following to this film. If they do make a sequel, I will have to go and watch the first one because I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I definitely am interested in it. I just never got around to seeing it. Alright guys, so that's it for this week's Movie Time news segment. Remember to click the like, share, subscribe buttons down below. Leave your comments, questions, suggestions in the comment section. Let's have a great conversation this week. We'll see you next time. Peace.